So here's weapons. Um, I I can really see why people didn't like this movie. I almost shut it off after 30 minutes because the first 30 minutes of this movie are fucking boring. And while it does get more entertaining as the movie goes on, it is still, at the end of the day, pretty fucking lame. So this is your last chance for spoilers, but trust me, if you don't watch the movie, you ain't missing much. So the movie starts off with narration over a black screen, and it's about how at 2:17 in the morning, every kid except one from a third grade class, so about 9 years old, got up, went out of the house, and ran down the street. And already the premise is not working for me because I can't speak for every neighborhood in America, but generally in most suburban neighborhoods, there's at least a few people that are up at 2 o'clock in the morning for one reason or another. Be they night owls or just finished up having sex. And another thing is, do parents not lock the doors and then put the keys up high where the kids can't get them? Because again, kids are really stupid. And I'm not talking about like teenagers or, well, these wouldn't be kids, but like young 20-year-olds where nobody would think anything of it, of them being out at 2 a.m. But a 9-year-old, yeah, that would probably raise alarms for somebody. And also, 17 kids disappear, and interest seems to be starting to wane in the town. Now, maybe this is from the antagonist. And honestly, the antagonist is really fucking lame. Another problem I have with this movie, or at least the premise of it, is they have Ring doorbells. This takes place in the present time. Cameras are fucking everywhere. They really couldn't figure out what house these kids went to. And again, the idea of interest waning in no, if 17 kids disappear, the FBI or law enforcement is not going to give up till they find them one way or another. And so the movie is kind of busted up into chapters. The first one has to deal with the teacher and the heat she's getting because the parents are angry with her and they think she has something to do with it. The kids disappeared at 2 o'clock in the morning. That isn't school time. Okay? If it was 10:30 in the morning, you have a point. But at 2 o'clock in the morning, no, that's on you, parents. That's not on the teacher. And by the way, as you find out through this movie, she was probably passed out because through the entire movie, all she does is drink vodka by the gallon. So, yeah, the teacher's a raging alkie. She has a fling with a cop who's apparently a recovering alkie. You find that out later. Honestly, the first two chapters are the only ones that really matter. The next two are filler, and then you have the final chapter. It's kind of busted up a little bit like a Tarantino movie. So she kind of spends her time stalking the only boy that didn't go missing in her class. And she gets attacked in the liquor store by some crazy bit. Well, it's the cop's wife, but you don't know that. All she really does is throw vodka on her, doesn't like hit her or anything, which is weird. Again, then it moves on to one of the parents of one of the boys that disappeared. And again, he's really blaming her. He really thinks she's responsible. Your son left the house at 2 a.m. That's on you. Did you not lock the door? Did you not put the keys in a high place where your son could not reach them? No, it seems you just left the fucking door wide open. That's a you problem. The only other thing I don't really like about the dad is just the casting choice, because he looks a little old to have a 9-year-old. But whatever, people are having kids later in life. And his character arc is fucking retarded too. He couldn't tell his 9-year-old that he loved him. Really? Really? We're doing that old cliche? So, the cops chapter is pretty non-eventful, and so is the junkies chapter. They just kind of move the story along a little bit. Nothing in no particularly grand fashion. James he plays the principal. The only thing notable about him is one of the few times I've seen a gay relationship done right, where it's not his only character trait. And eventually he gets cursed by the antagonist, who is, of course, a witch. Yeah. I was kind of hoping this was part of some government conspiracy or something. No, it's a witch. She's magic. Fucking magic. So then it gets to the final chapter, which is Alex's. And basically he has to take care of all these, I don't know, zombies or enslaved people that his aunt or the witch enslaves. And he has to feed him soup. That's about the only thing interesting of his character. And what's weird is, where does she or he get the money to buy all this soup? Also, why is it his responsibility? Anyway, basically it comes to the climactic battle where he uses her magic against her, and all the little children run out of the basement and attack and kill the witch. Yay. And then the movie ends. Like I said, it's really fucked. It's not bad, but considering all the awards it's up for, I was expecting something a little better. But I don't know. I just think it's kind of mediocre and lame. So for me, about a 5 out of 10.